Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this Himimi 65ft Retractable Extension Cord Reel. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link, it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So let's get this open. Okay, so packing material. Here's the reel. Oh, it has a handle on it. That's nice. I'm actually going to bring this off my bench. Okay, so there's the reel. Let's get this packing material off. Let's take a quick look at the manual. So here we have some guidelines. These are the installation instructions. It says select a mounting location within 2 feet of a grounded 3-prong switch controlled outlet. The cord reel must be mounted to a stud, joist, or similar mounting location to support the cord reel and withstanding stress from use. So it says to use the bracket as a guideline for marking the surface. Hang the reel so that the hardware heads fit tightly into the thin end of the mounting holes in the mounting hardware. Install the screw in the center round hole to ensure the reel will not come off the hardware head. Pull on and move the unit back and forth to make sure it is tightly secured to the surface, and then plug it in. So this is the operation instructions. It says it has a click lock mechanism. To operate, pull the cable out to desired length, and when you stop pulling, the cable will automatically stop. To start working, turn on the power. When you've finished working, turn off the power. To engage the automatic recoil, give the cable a short, sharp pull, and you will feel the cable automatically retract. You can interrupt the process by pulling the cable again. It also has overload. It says when overloading, the thermal cut off automatically. Push the red button to restore. It says to avoid damage, always hold the cable while it's rewinding. And this talks about maintenance. And here we have the parts on the back side. So here's the mounting bracket. It's made of metal. It has 2 keyhole slots. So you want to put 2 screws into a stud, and then this will slip on and you can tighten it up. Of course, this goes 180 degrees either direction. Now this is the mounting hardware it comes with. These are some like concrete anchors. So if you don't need concrete anchors, you can use your own screws. So let's check out this cord. So this is where it plugs into the wall. And that is about 6.5 feet. And I'm just showing it on my bench here where I have good lighting. I am going to get this installed and demonstrate it, obviously. Then on the other side, we have 3 outlets. Now this is a 14 gauge cord. The Amazon description lists it at 13 amps. So some people might say 14 gauge should be able to do 15 amp, but this is a 65-foot cord plus the 6.5 foot here. So there are going to be losses there. So keep that in mind. So you wouldn't want to run like a space heater off of this, but you should be able to run a lot of power tools and such. Now here we have the breaker reset. On the side, it's just a panel. So let me pull some of this out. Now it does have a stopper here, so you can use a Phillips screwdriver to loosen this up and adjust it. So if you want a specific length hanging out, you can do that. Let me pull some of this out. Okay, so the nice thing here is there's a guide that's winding it evenly. That's really nice. As you know, if it didn't have that, it might bunch up in the middle and get caught. I'll pull a little more out. Now if I want to retract it, I'll pull it out and then let it start going in. And you can see that's going to go back and forth to wind it evenly. And that stopper will stop it. So now let's head out to my garage where I'm going to install this. Okay, so I have the reel mounted on the wall. And you can see I also have the Himimi air hose. And if you want to see my video on that, I'll put a link below to that. So the way I decided to mount this was to mount a strip of plywood to the wall. So that's bolted in with a few lag screws. And then to attach it to the wall, I used cabinet screws. So these can support a lot of weight. So I put the 2 in for the slots and I mounted it, and then I put a 3rd one in. So this will not come off now. So now I can pull this out and it will lock. Now if I want to pull it out more, I'll pull it out further. If I want to retract it, I'll pull it out a little bit and then let it retract. And you can see that's going to move back and forth as it winds it back in. Now when you pull this all the way out, there's going to be a sticker on it that says stop. Now one thing to consider is if you take this and walk out till it's fully extended, you'll be so far away you can't see that sticker. So you really want to pull it out here, if you're going to pull it out anywhere near the limit, until you get to the stop, and then pull the whole cord to where you need it. So let's go ahead and test this out. Now I do have this plugged in over here, and there's a light on here so we know it has power. So I do need to pull this out quite a ways. So here we're at about 20 foot. So I've got that pulled out a ways, but just to be safe, I'll pull the rest out here. So there was that stop there. So here I'm out in my driveway. So we have 20 foot from the garage. We're over 20 foot to here. And I have the power here. I can plug in my trickle charger. And that has power. And I don't have the jumpers on them. But you can see that is powered. So if I had my jumpers, I could hook it up. Now the nice thing about this is after I'm done charging, just unplug, and it's easy to reel this back up. Now I could potentially pull it from here. I find it just as easy to reel it in from inside the garage. So I brought the end. There's the reel, and we have a big loop here. Now I like to wear a glove when I reel it in. This is brand new, so it's very clean, but if it's dirty, it just keeps my hand cleaner. So I'm going to pull it a little bit, and then I'm going to hold on to it and let it back in slowly. And you'll see this will reel it up. And there we have the stopper. So this is hanging down a couple feet, and I may raise that up just a little bit. So you may have caught a glimpse of this mess here. I have all these extension cords. They're kind of unwieldy. One reason I have so many is I have different lengths, so if I need a short one, I can use a short one. If I need a long one, I can use a long one. With the reel here, if I just need a little bit, I can pull a little bit out, and if I need a lot, I can pull it all out. So it makes it much more convenient. So I'm not going to get rid of these, but I can pack at least a few of these away because the reel will work for what I need. Now, one thing to consider is this has triple outlet here. I really like that triple outlet. Makes it very convenient. Now, if you have some garden tools that you can plug an extension cable into the end, you might want to get like say a few foot lead that you can plug into here, and then you can plug into your tool. But I currently have one of these in my extension cord kit. I do like the triples, but there are times when you need a single. So if you're looking for a way to tidy up a shop, I think this is a great option. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.